Welcome to another edition of our YouTube channel, Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. My name is Victor. I'm a former resident of Canada in the United States. Ever since I was young, I always wanted to live in a beautiful tropical paradise. So when I was able to, I moved to Miami, Florida. And Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, the South Florida area, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful places in the world. When you live in a tropical environment with beautiful weather year round, it really can enhance your quality of life. So that's why I've always wanted to live in a tropical place. Now, unfortunately, in Miami, within a span of 2 to 3 years, my rent literally tripled. Food prices were rising. It just became unaffordable, and reluctantly, I left. From there, I moved to another beautiful tropical destination. I moved to Honolulu, Hawaii. I was living in Waikiki, which also became increasingly unaffordable. At that point, I said to myself, there has to be places in the world where I can live a Western standard of living like Hawaii or Miami, but for much cheaper. That's what brought me, and not only me, but several of my friends here to Southeast Asia. I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can live the life of your dreams working 2 or 3 hours a day, a life of leisure like you're on vacation every day if you know what you're doing. Now, a lot of these other YouTube channels, they tend to sugarcoat things, exaggerate things. They only want views or subscribers, and they make it sound like it's easy to work online, make a lot of money remotely. That is not true. And a lot of the things what they're suggesting, they do not materialize. They're mostly nonsense. However, several of us have been living here for 8 years now. We know exactly what works because we've been doing it ourselves, our source of income online. And I am here to tell you that you absolutely can live the life of your dreams here. Make no mistake. But if you don't know what you're doing, will be a quick one-way ticket back home. We get several inquiries daily from people seeking our advice, our guidance, and we can answer all your questions by email one by one. Many people also prefer a WhatsApp phone call. We can do that as well. Let's get started in today's video. In this video, I would like to discuss that recently I was in a taxi here in Metro Manila, somewhere between Baclaran and Parañaque, at a red light, stopped at a red light. I saw this woman, a young woman, carrying what appeared to be a very, very young child or a newborn infant, selling drinks, snacks, etc. Now, let me tell you, it was burning hot. It was incredibly hot, okay? And here is this woman carrying a child, no less, and selling these snacks and drinks. Now, I did want a really cold drink, and there's some of these sellers, they do have cold bottles of water and drinks. In this case, her drinks were warm. They were not cold at all, they were warm. But I bought a bottle of water for 10 pesos and I gave her 100 and I told her to keep the change. You should have seen the smile on her face. I also would like to add that her I also myself felt like crying because I have compassion, I have empathy for others. Let me tell you, that could easily be you or me, in the same position as her. It could easily be that way. And a lot of us are born, there's many people in this world that are born with a golden spoon in their mouth. They have things handed to them. They come from a rich family. Take my cousins. They work for their father as if their father is ever going to fire them, right? So in my case, my father died when I was 4 years old. And it's been really, honestly, it's been difficult since then. It's been hard. So I have a lot of compassion and empathy for others. And I'm asking you to help people like that in need because, again, not all of us are lucky enough to be born with a golden spoon. Some of us actually have to work for a living. Do you really think she wants to do that in the burning heat carrying a newborn child, no less. I mean, that has to be incredibly difficult. That's it for this edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. Until next time, take care, everybody.